host, Allison, with Breezy Blessings, and it has been some time since I have gotten on here and recorded any type of journal flip through or just shared any tutorials. But as I'm going to share how this journal was inspired with the passage of time, hence the little clock there, I am entering a new season of life completely where we are just getting ready to dive into a little bit of empty nesting, so to speak. Our last of 4 is going off to college this fall, but he's working almost full-time this summer, and so he'll be out of the house. And so for the last over 20 years, I've raised 4 boys, 2 of which are now married, and 2 incredible young ladies. And then the baby is 18, and so clearly he's not a baby anymore. So there are no dependents in our home any longer under my care. And while you never stop being a mama, your duties and requirements do change, and we can celebrate those. Within celebrating it, I am seeking out just how to use my time wisely, and I'm being led right now to dive back into a little bit more journaling making and creating, but also just sharing my love for Jesus and how he has created us to be a reflection of him. And he is the creator of all. He is so creative that if you look at every person in the world, not a single one of us are identical. He created each one of us, and we can rejoice in that and also be a reflection of him within the creativity that he's indwelt each one of us with. So that said, I'm going to start sharing a little bit more and just opening myself up to some more tutorials. And this is a journal that I just finished creating, and it is significant with Mother's Day coming up this weekend. If you're watching this at a later time, I'm recording this in May, reflecting on not only what an amazing mama I have and have always had, but also just what an amazing journey it's been being a mama myself, and now being a mother-in-law, and continuing to grow and be stretched and learn how God would have me just obey him in this season and what that looks like. So this journal is just kind of an ode to motherhood, if you would, and we're going to just jump in here. So I'm going to explain a little bit as I go. This is a flip-flop journal I'd seen on Beth's Journal Boutique. If you want to give her a follow, she made a flip-flop journal and it just intrigued me. And so then I went on a little bit of a deep dive onto YouTube and found many have made flip-flop journals, and each one of them are a little bit different, as is mine. I did watch Beth's tutorial as well as a few others, and then I decided to kind of do it my own way. I ended up using 5 envelopes, as you'll see, and I didn't open up any of them. Many of the tutorials have you opening, like cutting them up and opening them and then using those. However, I decided that I wanted mine a little bit more sturdy and a few more pockets. So you know how if you make any kind of journals like this, anything goes. There are no rules, and if there are rules, they're made to break. That's my motto. So here we go. The clock image here, I just loved this precious image of this mama and her baby girls, and I liked the clock there, just signifying the passage of time and how quickly these years do pass. I love the roses, just the delicateness of them. And then I kind of pictured this little charm being maybe when she dressed up to go out to dinner, like a earring that she liked to wear. This is like a little piece of like just striped, almost like a denim gingham kind of thing that I just quickly tied around it. So a little bit of a different closure there. I'm gonna open up. Like I said, this is 5 envelopes, and this is the first one. So that I just cover the envelope inside and outside, and then just put a little like parchment paper inside of it. This is from an old Reader's Digest. So a little journaling card there. Coffee dyed paper throughout. Little flip out there. I hadn't done flip outs in quite some time, so there's a few of them in here. Another sweet image of a mama and her, looks like 3 daughters, or maybe 2 daughters and a son, however. Little flip here, little stamped. This is the second envelope here, so you can see the first signature is just sewn in that area. And then I just did a little bit of napkin decoupaging on there with Mod Podge. Some different papers, and again, some flip outs. The printables in here are Sitting Room 2, I believe was the set from Dust to Roses. And their flip out there. This is the third envelope right there. And then it's actually attached to the fourth envelope, which then has this envelope attached to it. And I loved this paper clip. I was actually gifted this paper clip years ago, I think by Stephanie. Always thank you, Stephanie. And look at it, it looks like a little, clothes hanger. And I don't know about y'all, but being a mama, I have hung many clothes on clothes hangers. So anyways, I thought that was cute there. A doily there, little paper doily that I just glued down. I don't really love using paper doilies as pockets because they're not super firm, but of course you can. And then this is just an altered envelope that I also decoupaged on with the napkins and washi tape and decorative paper there. Stuck some papers inside of it and some other printouts. Some of these printouts are actually from Graphics Fairy. I think the front cover one is. This is, I believe, I forget her name, but it's just an image I found on my own, actually, I think. Yeah, so Graphics Fairy has some free stuff that you can print out, just their images, and they're so cute and all vintage and just really pretty and well done images. This is a journaling tag on front and back, but I also made it a hidden journaling pocket, so I didn't sew this one side together. And so there's just a little piece of paper inside, and of course anything can be added to that, pictures or whatever. So turned it. This is from an old gardening book. And then I just got journaling card there. This is just a little extra papers that I just cut up. These are like school writing papers that I just cut up and just added the backers to there and just stapled it together. Pocket there. This is another sweet image. There. And then another sweet image here, and you'll notice that we're on the 5th envelope here. So this is a signature that was sewn inside of that, from between this envelope and that envelope, if that makes sense. Okay, so another that image, and so we're not technically on the back, but it starts over. So we've flipped and now we're flopping, so to speak. So this is a large envelope that I decided to just cover, and the inside and the outside, and just I used the flap that would come over to attach, so then it just has some coffee dyed paper stuck inside of it. That another signature. These are just all sorts of different papers, printables, as well as my own papers here. I made one into a flip out there. This tuck spot there, and again I made it a hidden spot. There's only sewing 3 sides, and this side is open with papers inside of it. So then this creates then a larger envelope space right here, a full envelope space with just papers that I've tucked inside of it as well. So you can see those there, and then we were back to the front. So it was just a lot of fun to create, and I hope you enjoyed the share. Maybe you've been inspired to try one yourself. Like I said, I personally feel there are no rules, and I think the whole junk journaling community would feel the same way, and that there's a lot of ideas out there, but you can make it your own. So, and just add as many signatures as you desire and just chunk it up really well. So if you're watching this near Mother's Day, and whether you are a mother or not, I just want you to know that as a woman, you are created by God to be a motherly figure, and somebody looks up to you, whether you know it or not, and you're influencing someone younger than you and someone near you, and you have the ability to love them with the love of God and to encourage them to know Him better. So happy Mother's Day to all of you ladies, and I hope you guys are doing well.